come on, man. Groovy citizens of the Bay. So look at Tony. Wow, I guess got thrown for a loop. I wasn't expecting this new kimono-like garment. I'm trying to remember if I've seen this before. Sorry, I had a big opening statement, but my whole like peripheral view just kind of got rocked. Okay, Tony, are you wearing the robes in honor of Rush 2112 when they were wearing their? If you look at the back of that cover, by the way,
yes.
Worst photograph in rock and roll history. I'm sure they're still embarrassed. The guys in Rush on the back of 2112 are essentially wearing robes, and they're very similar to what you're wearing, Tony. Is that a Rush tribute or just some random fashion statement?
It is absolutely a Rush tribute. It's also a Doug in Japan tribute. It is a kimono from Japan.
Kimono. Yeah, I nailed it. Okay, good. Where'd you get that?
I got it from my dear friends, the Bellyacs. I coached Lev Belyak, and they went to Japan, and they brought me back this kimono when they went. And so,
Tony, question. I got to admit, now we're going to start on fashion today. I didn't see this coming, folks, but we're going to go garments first, sports second, and there's a lot. The Giants fans are in an uproar. We're going to get into it. Knicks fans are in an uproar. We're going to get into it. But Tony, what is the difference between a kimono and a muumuu?
I don't know.
And a smock. I'll throw a smock on the pile too.
Well, kimono is a traditional kimono is a traditional garment, Japanese garment. Like, I don't know the history of a muumuu or a smock is work related, I think. But
a muumuu is kind of like what Mrs. Roper used to wear, right? On the
and this is very thin, right? And it's very comfortable, and you wear these around the house. There's actually a belt that I can wear with this. Also,
tell me the truth, Tony. Are you naked from the waist down?
No, but I did. You know what?
I had a feeling. Yeah.
No, but after the show, man, like this thing is so comfortable and so thin and so it's like when Kramer's wearing nothing but his thin pair of gabardines, you know, and
I'm out there, buddy, and I'm loving it. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's how I feel today. I feel nice and thin. It's a Roby Tuesday. And you know what? Can we just salute Humboldt Fats from the get-go, out of the gates, our man from way back when.
Our founding father. He's a founding father of Roby Tuesday. Hence, we're robed up, kimonoed up. All roads lead back to Humboldt Fats, who we haven't heard from in some time. I hope he's doing okay. I think he's probably just one puff over the line up there. He's just passed out on his couch. That's my guess.
Good.
You know,
yes. We love ourselves some Humboldt Fats, aka David. By the way, David's his name. But I'm looking for a pic. Oh, there we go. Stand by.
Give me some Fats. Yeah, this is my guy. This is what started the whole thing. Started the whole thing.
Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Give me some.
God bless him. God bless you, Fats. I love you. I'd love to hear from you too. If you're still watching the show, check in. Let us know you're okay.
Hell yeah, dude. Look at the MLK photo in the background too.
Yeah.
Good on it, man. Humboldt Fats.
Shout out to the cactus too. He's got the cactus growing lower right, Tony. You see the yeah, there you go. A little cactus. Sure.
Oh yeah. So happy Roby Tuesday, y'all. Paulie. So yeah, this is a kimono. And when I went to Japan for baseball, we wore kimonos everywhere we went. And we brought a couple with us. And then I bought like 3 when I was there, which I still have, but they're too small now. But they were incredible experience. Everybody needs to get to Japan once in their life.
Now, Tony, I've heard this through the grapevine, through the rock and roll grapevine over the years. You tell me if this was true in your experience. A lot of the American rock bands that go over to Japan and they have big followings, they say that the Japanese girls are incredibly forceful. Like they'll chart. Okay. Well, that's the picture. That's Rush. That's their robe face right there. Dude, look at these guys, man. Yeah, throw these robes on, dudes. We're gonna just want to do a quick shot from the back cover. That's Rush in 1976, folks. Robed up. And it again, as Paul Stanley said, this is the greatest line from Paul Stanley ever. He goes, "It's the only photograph in rock and roll history where Alex Lifeson actually has camel toe." Which is a hell of a statement. But anyway, that's Rush. I'll be with these guys in 2 nights. I can't wait. I had a great exchange with one of our extended PMP Familia members, sons of Johnny LeMaster. He was in the house for night 1. He's going back for night 2. And I actually put Sons of Johnny LeMaster in bookmarks today because I had a little mistake.
Yeah, we're gonna do bookmarks today. We're gonna get Joy Boy involved. We're gonna do bookmarks. It's gonna be fun. So
okay, and Tony, before we dive headfirst into the meat of the show today, which is Giants baseball and the NBA Finals, I want to just acknowledge this because we were going to do this yesterday, but things got turned around a little bit. So today, I believe we are ready to announce our August 14th Giants PMP night. It's official. The link is live. But Tony, if you could you bring in Dami Peralta? Because I want him to walk through it. I tried to open the link.
He's not in the green room right now, Paulie. So,
well, Dami, jump in there, Dom. If you're listening and watching, jump in because I want to have you walk the audience through the. Oh, Noemi says she already has her tickets. Okay, well.
But the link was iffy. Some people were able to use it yesterday, others weren't. So now I think it's good to go. But yeah, if we want to bring Dom onto the show and just explain the back end, because we're not big back end guys. So that sounds awful. But
that didn't sound good. Yeah, that did. Shout out to New York man and stud in the Castro. Tony, go ahead. Yeah,
absolutely, dude. Yeah. So Dom can explain it. And yeah, August 14th. Is the date that we fell upon, and it's going to be a Friday night frolic at the park. It's going to be a lot of fun, and when Dom joins us, he'll give us the link, and he can explain it to y'all. And I believe that Noemi has her tickets. I believe Fareed bought tickets. I believe
it's hit or miss because I think Stevie B tried to get it going and he couldn't get in. I couldn't get it. By the way, Noemi Catalina, I've got a big back end. Well, let me tell you something, Noemi. That is a positive, okay? Because a lot of men enjoy the back end on the bigger side, and I might be one of those people myself. Tony, go ahead. Yeah,
stand by, Paulie.
Oh yeah, it's business time.
All right, we've got Red Jet Shell is a super to start things off. Red Jet Shell, what's up? And she says, hey, PMP, sorry I've been absent from the chat, busy with work and house painting. Hope you all have an amazing day. You down with PMP? Yeah, you know me. Boom.
Red Jet Shell, here's my first question. Roller or brushes? What's the technique you're involved with here? And on top of that, given your artistic leanings, I know you're a great photographer. It wouldn't shock me if Red Jet Shell is a painter as well, like, canvas style painting. So are you doing like animal landscapes and floral stuff on the walls, or are you just slapping up like the beige or the blue, what have you? I'm fascinated, Red Jet Shell, and great to hear from you. Good to see you. Yeah.
Paulie, do you remember in Nerds when they're painting the house and they get a little irie and they're using the rollers and Takashi, I think, gets irie. And
get him on. Let me hear the song. If you're going to evoke his name, we got to honor him. You can't say his name without playing his theme song, for Christ's sake.
Stand by.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Tony, and thank you, Takashi. Red Jet Shell, she answered the question. I asked, she answered. She's going with an aquamarine color. Nice, Red Jet Shell. You are an artist. I can tell just by looking at you. What the hell is this? Oh, nerd. Okay, give it to me, too. What are we doing here?
Why not? Why not? We're trying to put off talking Giants baseball, definitely, and we can put off talking Knicks ball for a little while for a sec, or should we say Spurs ball? But stand by, Paulie. This is for all y'all, just for a little fun and frivolity here on a Roby Tuesday.
Down.
See, they're painting, they're getting ready.
All day.
Feeling anything yet, Takashi? Oh, Booker, I'm feeling nothing. Oh, you better have another hit.
Little J.
There he goes.
Takashi.
Look at him.
They're scrubbing, they're cleaning. Okay, it's going to get back to Takashi painting in a second here.
Lamar.
Could be good.
There's Lamar. Dude, look at how about the fact that they had a robot back in 1984, and now we're like there's robots everywhere, like robots kicking kids in the gut. By the way, I don't know if you saw that video, but you can hear this.
Oh no, I'm feeling nothing at all.
Well, listen, it happens to the best of us. How about? Look at Booger. Give me head till I'm dead. The T-shirt till I'm dead. All right. Lamar Latrell, long may he wave. The floppy javelin, maybe my favorite scene in motion picture history. All right. Is Dami in the green room yet?
Yeah, there we are. Let me move this, Paulie.
Bring in my Dom. Let me see.
guys.
Yeah, there's Peralta. What's going on, Dom?
Homie? How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. First things first, how's my bear doing over there?
He's doing good, hanging tight today. He's taking a rest right now, but yeah, hopefully he's got a new prescription that's going to help him get one foot in front of the other, kind of like what we were talking about earlier today, guys.
100%. Other songs about feet. I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there, Tony. Final track on Van Halen, Fair Warning. One foot out the door. Kind of a punk rock song, really. It's like a little 2-minute furious punk jam where Eddie Van Halen is just fire hosing notes. It's insane. One foot out the door. Look into that one. Anyway, Dommy, yeah, we called you in today. I'm glad Bear's taking a snooze. That's awesome. And I know you're going to take great care of him. We wanted you to just kind of talk the audience through the process and the link in, as far as people wanting to join us on August 14th.
Yeah. So sorry, when I had sent it out, Noah was still working on it. I wasn't aware of that. So the link kind of broke a few times, but now we're good to go. So let me bring that up. Tony, do you want me to just share the screen on that guy?
Sure. Go for it.
Awesome. And good to see you always, Tony.
Of course, dude. And by the way, Footloose, if we're going to go, just crank the song Footloose for Bear today.
Yeah, exactly. Heck yeah. All right, so this is the link. So we worked with Noah from the Giants to put this into their portal this time. So instead of doing it on a separate website, that's kind of what took it a little longer. And so, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. This page will take you to the actual seat assignments, just like when you're buying a normal Giants ticket.
Cool.
So you click on Get Tickets. It'll bring you to the seat chart, and then you can select anywhere in section 202 and however many tickets you'd like.
Tremendous, Dom. Thank you. And now where can people access this again? Like, where do they actually find this link in the portal and all that?
Sure. So the link, I threw it in the chat just before jumping in here, but then it's also in our YouTube profile. We can also share it out on social media, like on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. So it's but right now it's in the YouTube profile page.
Okay, sweet. Thank you, Dom. And I think some people already have their tickets, but I think other people are still looking for tickets. So anyway, guys, here it is. And Dommy has done a great job here laying this out, making it really as easy as possible for everybody. It should be a pretty easy process. So we'd love to see as many of you as possible. Last year was such a fun time. And Dommy, before we let you go, also Dom, Jesus H, my bad here. Hand to the scores table. Happy belated birthday, Dommy.
Oh, thank you.
We had a really funny misunderstanding. I also thought Dom's birthday was August 14th. I think like the whole community, and then there was like an uproar on Saturday. It was like, Dom's birthday? How could it be Dom's birthday? He said it was the 14th. So let's clear. This is almost like a Jim Morrison controversy. Is he alive in Paris or did he really die? We don't know. Like, who knows? But Dom, I'm asking you, is it the 14th or is it June 7th? Because I'm baffled.
Yeah, it's the 7th, so it's easy to remember. 6, 7, 8. So 6, 7, 80 is my birthday. The 14th is my mom's birthday. So the game will be going, and she's going to come. So I already talked to her. So it'll be a birthday celebration and PMP party. So it's going to be awesome.
Dude, and Noemi says you share your birthday with Prince, dude. Is this true?
Damn, nice.
Come on, man.
Nice.
Come on, man. That's phenomenal, dude.
What's your favorite Prince song, Dom? What's your favorite Prince song since you share a birthday?
Oh, boy. Oh, Paulie, the list is so freaking long. I love everything.
Anything. And just pull one out. It doesn't have to be your all-time favorite, one of your favorites.
Yeah, like I don't like the number one Prince song in the world for me. I don't know. It's so tough. Is like, there's so many freaking options that I don't know. It's a tough one to pull.
Yeah, I stumped the band. Go ahead, Tony.
Dom, while you're thinking, you also celebrate your birthday with the great Tom Jones.
Yeah, Tom Jones. Yep.
You also do it with Michael Cera.
Yeah.
With Bill Hader. I'm just looking at
nice company.
Right. So you got some good company. I'm also looking, let's see, Dean Martin, heavenly birthday, Dean Martin.
Yeah.
Looking at Tom Jones, 86, by the way, Tom Jones. Let's see what else here. I'm looking at there's Prince, right? Oh man, God, to see an end date when you see Prince's birthday just breaks my freaking heart. And what else? Dave Navarro, dude, with Dave Navarro.
Yeah.
But you got a whole band at your disposal on June 7th. You got Prince, you got Navarro, you got the makings of a guitar like freaking assault right there. I'd love to see those two square off in the old days. Navarro in one corner and Prince in the other. May the best guitar player win. That would be a hell of a battle right there.
Also, Dom, you celebrated with Allen Iverson.
Damn, dude, June 7th. What a day. Jesus.
How about this? You also celebrated with Anna Kournikova.
What the hell, Dommy? You're amongst royalty here, although you are the most famous of them all. Go ahead,
and dude, for the very end, you celebrated with CMC, Christian McCaffrey.
Dude, that one I had no idea. That's amazing.
That is a very impressive birthday roster, dude. Very impressive birthday roster. Mine's way smaller. I only got a couple. How about you, T? What are your big ones on July 23rd again? I know you got a couple of noteworthy guys too.
I think it's J-Lo is like the biggest one.
See,
you know,
yeah,
also the former Prince of Ethiopia, Ras Tafari Makonnen. And
that makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That's where the universe is starting to come into focus. Tony aligned with the Rasta guy makes all the sense in the world to me. It really does.
Perfect alignment for Tony. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Tommy, before we let you go, I want to ask you where you are, because this will kind of set the stage for the next batch. Oh, we also have a very important announcement for Carlos De La Fuente today on behalf of Los D's. So stay tuned. It's a really big announcement involving Carlos. So that's coming up shortly. But before we go there, Dommy, where are you with the whole Logan Webb should have stayed in the game? It's up to you, Vitello. People are mad at Vitello. Where are you in this whole thing? Because now we got a debate raging about this.
Yeah, this is a tricky one because I know he's coming off of the injured reserve list, and so his pitch count was probably 100, and that was what he was at basically for the inning. But I mean, knowing Logan, I would think he wanted to finish the game. Like, he's a gamer. Like, so I kind of feel like he probably wanted to stay in, but the handshake from the pitching coach threw him off, and then the response from Vitello also. So I don't know. I have a weird feeling about Logan right now. Like, he's not super happy.
Me too.
I totally agree. I can feel that too. You can feel that vibe coming on. And I have to be honest. We've talked about this on the show. I think this is not a popular opinion, but I have to be honest. I think Logan Webb is just fatigued by the whole thing. Not physically. I mean, like, he's just exhausted.
I think he's tired of losing.
That's what I'm saying, Tony. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and he deserves much better, man. We can get into it, but he deserves much better. And so we can get into it though as the show progresses today. But yeah, dude, Dom, first of all, thank you for setting up the link. Thanks to Noah for setting up the link.
Why don't I'll click through this real quick just to show any of the other details. So it's very easy. Yep. So basically the number of tickets you'd like.
Well, also, Dom, just to reset it for people, just go to our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles, and in the bio, below the bio, is it in the links page, Dom?
It's in the links page, yeah. So
below our bio, just click on the links below our bio, and you'll see this link right there to click on, and this will pop up.
Yep, and we can when anyone purchases a ticket, since we have a group that's this is our like private group, it basically shows like, you know, who it has bought tickets already, so we can see there's already I think over 20 sold. So it's really just a click through, just like buying tickets to a game. So I think we're currently on row B, starts at A, so we're just like working our way back. So
beautiful.
Well, Tom, this is great. Thank you for your helping us out with this and showing the audience the way, because I needed this too. I needed the instructions myself. All right, Tommy, you're free to go back to your natural habitat. Enjoy the show. Take care of my bear. And like I said before the show, I told Dom, you know, he's got Bear, you know, kind of recovering and recuperating. I was like, you might want to throw a comedy on, because I think an animal can sense when you are happy and laughing, like it'll somehow like permeate over to him. I believe in weird stuff like that. So anyway, maybe a little Lamar Luttrell, a little Mike Damone selling BOC tickets. It's up to you. You know,
Paulie, I did send Dom earlier on our text thread today the song from Nerds. You've got to put one foot in front of the other, put the other foot down. down. So,
Written and recorded by whom, Tony?
Bone something, bone sympathy in 1984.
Shout out to Ozzy Osbourne, Tony. Blizzard of Oz record, No Bone Movies. Okay, No Bone Movies. All right, Tommy. Thank you, brother. We love you, and we'll talk soon, man.
Yeah, sounds good. Peace, guys.
All right,
yeah, thank you, Dom.
Right,
love that human being right there, Paulie.
I do too. No, we're nothing without Dom. We're nothing without Dom. Here's my question to Creative Tony, executive producer of the PMP show and co-host of the PMP show. Creative Tony, do I go Carlos De La Fuente big announcement first, or do we go Giants ball first? You tell me. We got a bunch of spots we got to do.
Ooh, God, because I got a lot to say about the Logan.
Well, then let's go Los, because I think that's going to be a long thing we're about to dive into. Because we got to. All right, so let's start with Carlos.
Well, how about this, Paulie? How about this? I'm going to commandeer it again one more time, because Paulie.
The rules are there ain't no rules.
Okay, all right. And last night's game gave me this. Right. Okay, so that's how I was feeling after last night's game. So, how about numerology, Los? Then we talk Webb and Giants and Knicks Spurs. Okay?
That all sounds good to me, my man. Lay it on me. Lay on some numerology to Paulie Mac. See what it got.
Look at and you can see the cover of look at all the yeah.
Hey, Lady Catalina, NorCal, it's all represented. I love it. I love it.
Boom, boom. Okay, so let's go, Paulie. Episode 336, numerology. Episode 336.
I got it.
If you have a 36,
I do. What does this mean to you? I can't do it like this without giving myself whiplash, but in slow motion.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I'm taking down a little Merton Hanks for you. One time, a member of the 49ers secondary, played on some great defenses with Tim McDonald and Marquez Pope and all those dudes. And Ray Woodson. Remember when, Ray Woodson.
I know you didn't mean to say that, but you know what? Give me a Ray Woodson's vibe today, because
all flipping day, give me Ray Woodson.
I miss Ray.
Me too. Me too. You remember Ray Woodson, part of the secondary? Yeah. You guys remember Ray Woodson? He was a great KNBR sports update, guys. And I don't want to pick on KNBR. They got their hands full over there. But I will say this. I thought it was a mistake when they got rid of sports updates. That was another thing. Why we're a sports station? You want to give the updates? Anyway, Kate Scott was great at that. Ray Woodson was great at that. Vegas Joe Hughes, dude, get a fist up for Vegas Joe Hughes. So anyway, but Ray was a real polished veteran. And to be honest with you, I always thought Ray Woodson would have made a good talk show host. I thought,
dude, whenever he filled in, it was fantastic. And you know what I loved about Ray? He was always even keel.
100%.
Cool 100%. As a cucumber, man. And he kept, he would do shows with Gary, and Gary would be, no. And Ray would be like, yeah, okay, Gary, got you.
Here he comes. Oh, it's Ray Woodson. Look at Ray. He's got his briefcase. That's cute. It's cute, right? By the way, I feel so proud of myself in this one moment. I remember one time Ray was doing sports updates on the Murph and Mac show, and I made him laugh so hard that he had the drink came out of his nose, he spit. Yeah. He did a spit take, but it came out of his nose. And I remember exactly what set him off. Murph and I were talking about something. And out of nowhere, I just dropped in the Robert Plant line from Song Remains the Same. I go, does anybody remember laughter? And then I hit a laugh track, and then Ray spit all this. It was hilarious, dude. So that's my biggest memory of Ray, was making him laugh so hard that he did a spit take in the studio. It was awesome. Anyway, Ray, we love you, buddy. Haven't seen you in years, but cheers to Ray Woodson.
Yeah, dude. Cheers all damn day. And also, Paulie, dude, Arkansas Dave, you stole good on you, Arkansas Dave, because I was going to say, number 36, very underrated Oakland Athletic, Terry Steinbach. Dude, Terry Steinbach. Let's not forget Gaylord Perry was also 36. And finally, I want to offer up, because I loved watching this guy run the football, dude. And one of the greatest nicknames ever, the Bus. Jerome Bettis, dude.
36, good call. Yeah, Jerome Bettis. I love Jerome Bettis too, man. I think everybody loved the Bus. Great nickname too. The Bus
nickname. And also, hey, dude, Big Alan Chico. Hell yeah, dude. Paul Hofer, number 30.
Yeah, Big Al, dude. Big Al's always good for some good drops. That's a good one, man.
I can't think of many. I think Joe Nathan was 36 for the Giants. I can't
confirm that. I believe you, but I remember him. I don't remember his number. But
I can't think of many Giants that have worn the number 36.
Neither can I. I got a bunch of 35s, but I don't have a 36.
Right. My guy Brandon Crawford, 35.
Groschel's saying AJ Przinsky. I don't want to count him though. He's such a tool. You know.
And so sorry. Joe Nathan was 36 with the Twins, not with the Giants. He was 74 with the Giants? Wow. Okay. So yeah. Anyways, I remember Joe Nathan was 36 at some point, and man, I liked Nathan, by the way.
We all like Nathan until he got away. He went to the Twins, right, and lit it up over there. Yeah.
How about the list of pitchers that have gotten away? We don't have to.
Tony, here's my tease for the post Carlos thing. Is Logan Webb about to become one of those ex pitchers? Hold that thought.
Here's my question, Paulie, that you can answer after the fact. Right or wrong?
Right or wrong?
Yes. You're not going to answer this now. You're going to ponder it. Everybody's going to ponder it. Was last night the straw that broke the camel's back, and Logan's going down the hallway and saying, I need to trade. I need to be traded. Ponder that.
Okay. All right. I do. I actually have a lot to say about that. I also have a lot to say about the NBA game, like game 3 last night. Anyway.
Dude, by the way, you said, sorry.
No, I said what?
You said last night, or you said earlier today about Bear, the dog Bear, Dom's dog Bear, feeling the energy. Yeah. And in this case, we're talking positive energy and laughter and joy. That's why
anybody remember laughter? You know what I mean?
Does anybody remember laughter? But that's why the vibes of yesterday, dude. That's why I was not surprised that the Spurs won that ball game, because of energetically, New York was off its kilter yesterday.
You're not wrong. You are not Russ. You don't wind me up right now. You're going to get me going. But the whole vibe got turned upside down yesterday. There's no getting around it. Bro, I put in bookmarks. They were freaking wanding Wemby when he walked into the game. They had Wemby with his arms out, giving him the freaking wand. It was crazy. I really do think.
Dude, Adam Silver. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know about this guy. At first, I liked him. And I liked him I don't know about this guy anymore.
You know what I think, Tony? I'm with you 1,000,000%. I liked him when he banned Sterling, that racist asshole from the freaking Clippers.
Yes.
That was great. And he goes, he's banned for life. I was like, oh, this guy's a gangster. But now I think the league has gotten away from him. And I believe this. I really do. And I'm not just saying this for today. I felt this way for the last few years. I think Silver has given the league over to the players. And now the players essentially flaunt more power than the guy who runs the league. I think they're more powerful than Silver now, and he lets the players kind of run amok.
And also Robot Centaur, whom I love the whole Centaur household. But Robot Centaur, I just saw a comment that just flew by from the Robot Centaur sports desk where he says, I knew the Spurs would win. The NBA would not let the Knicks let a sweep happen. So are you suggesting, Robot RC, a conspiracy theory? Are you suggesting?
I'll say this, and again, Los is waiting. Los is like, dude,
I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised that very level-headed, fact-based Robot Centaur.
He is very level. I hear you. That's a great call, because once you ruffle his feathers, you know something's going on. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
so I'm like, okay, because that's how I feel. That's how I felt.
There's no getting around this. Numerically speaking, the San Antonio Spurs shot 24 free throws in the second half. The Knicks shot 8.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, guys. I mean, come on. You don't want to complain about refs, but what the hell is that? The scales are like this. I mean, there's no balance. Anyway, Tony, hang on, because I'm going to get wound up. Everybody hang on.
One other note, Paulie. If there's a silver lining to the Spurs winning, if you're rooting for the Knicks, if there's a silver lining, is that the Warriors streak, the record is still intact.
I thought about that too. Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, Paulie, proceed.
Okay, thank you, Tony. So, listen, you guys know Carlos de la Fuente. We've been talking about Carlos for over a year now, and it's been our great pleasure. In fact, I am getting really close to shoring up plans to go visit Carlos in December so I can get another Rush show under my belt. More on that as we get deeper into the year. But we have business news on Carlos today, and it's a big one, too. Carlos has just made a very important career change. So, first of all, Carlos de la Fuente, Los D, congratulations. Let me read to you from the good book of Los D. He says that he is very excited to announce beginning on Monday, June 8th.
This Monday, 2 days ago, or yesterday.
That would have been yesterday. Yep. Carlos de la Fuente will officially be joining, or has joined, I should say, Barrett Financial Group. Round of applause for Carlos. Yep. He is now working with the Barrett Financial Group. They were established in 2002, and Barrett has grown into a leading nationwide lending organization whose mission it is to provide exceptional guidance, exceptional service throughout the entire mortgage process. Carlos is very excited to combine his 27 years of industry experience with a company that offers expanded lending options, enhanced company and team support, and ultimately greater opportunities to successfully navigate both simple and complex loan scenarios. Carlos very much values the relationship that we've built here in the PMP show and the community, and he's very happy and proud to continue the partnership. Carlos, that goes both ways. We couldn't be happier or more proud to have you as a partner on the show, but also as a friend, man. We're very fond of you, and he will continue the partnership while also helping your business and clients to achieve their goals. So over the upcoming week and as we go into the future, Carlos is going to complete the logistics and transition process necessary so he can ensure that he can serve his clients and business partners at the highest level. And one thing, like you see Carlos on the show, Losty has a good time. He's riffing. When you're working with Carlos doing business, he's not kidding around. Like he's going to get that's where like the business aspect of Carlos kicks in. So Carlos wants, on behalf of, through the PMP show, he wanted me to extend his continued thank you for the support, the confidence and trust that you guys have placed within Carlos. Ask any of the PMP members that have worked with Carlos. They have nothing but rave reviews, and that doesn't surprise me in the least. But Carlos is excited about this new chapter, and he looks forward to working with as many of us as possible as we come into the future together. So, Carlos, congratulations. Barrett Financial right there. You want to get started today? Carlos D at barrettfinancial.com. We got a new phone number, too. It's 925-250-4894.
Paulie, that's the same number. That's the same number. Same number. So the number is the same, but the number's the same. The email is different. The new email is carlosd at barrettfinancial.com. But yes, the number stays the same, 925-250-4894. Paulie, I also want to say Thursday, Los D will join us during the show, and he's also going to record a video as well that we can post on our social media and also that we can post on the show, explaining the process of him moving to Barrett Financial. And dude, by the way, I got to say tip of the cap to Barrett Financial for knowing what the hell they're doing, because they're a big, badass operation. And they said, you know what? We see this guy De La Fuente. We see this guy kicking ass. We see him taking care of clients. You know what? We need him.
He should be with us.
Yeah. So props to Barrett Financial and props to Carlos De La Fuente. We're so stoked for you, Carlos, and it's just part of the process of you just kicking ass, man. So 27 years in the industry, and you know what? Bear Financial said, we need this guy. They recruited him. They signed him. They said, get the hell over here. So congratulations, Los D. Congratulations to Bear Financial, and future congrats to anybody that works with Carlos De La Fuente via Bear Financial, Paulie.
Yeah, that was great. So, Carlos, we're very happy for you, man. Congratulations on your new gig, and nothing but optimism is ever in front of us right now, man. In fact, Tony, full disclosure, I put a bug in Carlos's ear last week. I go, dude, get ready. I'm coming. Because I've been talking to my wife about this, and we're getting ready to do some business with Carlos as well. So I'm not only a friend, I will soon be a client as well. So, Carlos, thank you for all you do, and best of luck, although I know you don't need it, going forward with Barrett Financial. I know you're going to crush it for them, and I hope it's a happy home for you. Okay. Thank you.
Paulie, guess who's going to be calling Carlos also in about a year and a half as the kids get ready to go to high school, Paulie?
Creative Tony Ryan?
Yeah, dude. There's gonna be refinancing. There's gonna be all kinds of things that I'm gonna be talking about. So, Los, much love, brother, and congrats. And again, Carlos D at barrettfinancial.com if you want to email Los or call him 925-250-4894.
By the way, one thing I know about Carlos De La Fuente, loves Giants baseball, loves Niner football, and Tony, I'm not kidding, it's not a joke, loves 2112 by Rush. True story.
Yeah, dude. He also loves him some Shanahan. Kidding, kind of. He likes Shanahan.
Yeah.
He likes Shanahan, but he doesn't love Shanahan. Paulie, stand by. There we go, Paulie. Dom Peralta, our very own Dommy P, is a super. And he says, brain was focused on the Giants tickets page, so blanked on Prince, going with the Batman soundtrack of 1989, dude. I
didn't expect it, but that's why I asked the question. And I'll tell you right now, my favorite track off that soundtrack, a kind of a rockin' tune called Electric Chair. You guys know Electric Chair on that soundtrack? It's killer. It's rocking. It's heavy Prince. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the electric chair for all my future crimes. I believe that's the lyric, Creative Tony. Yeah.
Dude, Prince just doesn't make bad music, so I'll listen to anything he does, anytime, anywhere. And I need to reacquaint myself with the Batman soundtrack. It's been ages.
Yeah, throw it on, Tony. You might be pleasantly surprised. There's some good stuff on there, man. And by the way, I always get a kick out of this. Shannon Kaler, our extended brother, he was one of the founders of the original podcast I did with Creative Tony when we were still at KNBR. I'll never forget this. Like, and he's a young kid. He's much younger than we are. And he's like, man, he loves Batman. Like Shannon Kaler is like one of these freaking Batman nerds. And I go, Shannon, what's your favorite Batman movie? You going Bale? You going Clooney? Where you going Adam West? And he goes, no, I'm going Michael Keaton. And the one with, and I was like, wow, because I agree. I thought Michael Keaton crushed it in the first one he did with Jack Nicholson. That was a good one.
100% agree, Paulie. And Shannon knows his Batman stuff, dude. And by the way, I see Noemi and Dom just shouting out "Bat Dance."
That was the big single. Yeah, Bat Dance. Yeah,
get the funk up, Bat Dance. And Ray Goodman, Bat Dance. I love it. See, our PNP familia has such great taste. So
look
Paulie,
at Beat LA. Sorry, Tony. Sorry, man. Beat LA goes, of course, it's Keaton or nothing. Nice. What about this Bale guy? Do you guys like the way Bale? He's always talking like this, though. He's like, I'm
Bale. I did like Bale.
I like the one with Heath Ledger as the Joker. I thought that was pretty dark and twisted. That was a good one. And I had Bale. Bale was Batman. And, then they got this other new one now. I don't even know this kid's name. I have no idea who this guy is. They made another one a couple of years ago. There's a new Batman. Don't know his name. And that was the one with like Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman or Batgirl or whatever the hell. I don't know. I've lost my way with all this stuff, but there is a new one. Have you seen that? The most recent Batman, Tony, came out like maybe 2-3 years ago.
No, I have not, but I'll just keep watching Dark Knight over and over and over because I love
the Heath Ledger one.
Yeah,
it's a good movie. That's a good movie.
So good. Oh,
yeah, Robot Centaur, dude. See, I forgot that. There's been so many people. I forgot about Val Kilmer. What was the Batman movie he was in? I'm trying to remember.
Oh God, I forget all the titles, man.
Is that the one with the Penguin? No
subtitles. It's Kilmer was freaking wow. God, now you think about it. And Kilmer left us, man. God.
Yeah, that was Tony. It took me about 3 or 4 years of Tony badgering me, but when I finally watched Maverick Top Gun, I had to give it up. I'm like, this is a good movie. And it was sad, dude. When he's typing stuff to Tom Cruise, he's got the scarf on, he's typing. I'm like, oh, dude.
I dare say that Maverick is better than the original.
Oh, I agree with that 1,000,000%. Yeah. 1,000,000. I just think it's a much better movie.
I heard there's another one in the mix coming.
Why not? Keep spitting them out. Why not? I'll show up. I'll watch Cruise Flight Planes. Yeah.
That new posse of the younger, Top Gun recruits and everything. That's a good job of casting. Whoever did that with the girl from Mill Valley, Monica something.
I'm a huge fan of hers. I was just watching her again as Joan Baez in a Bob Dylan movie over the weekend. Caught a few minutes. It's on HBO right now. I'm like, that girl is stealing scenes from the freaking kid playing Bob Dylan, who, by the way, was at the Knicks game last night with his orange jumpsuit. That's part of the problem. The Garden has become you know what I comp it to, Tony? I comp it to Oracle Arena in San Francisco. When the Warriors left Oakland, a lot of their heart and soul fan base was kind of forsaken and left by the wayside because they just simply can't afford to get into this game. And I think the Knicks found themselves in a similar position. Yeah, it was loud. But
I saw Robert Kraft courtside, 2 seats away from Larry David. Why, dude? Is that scumbag?
That's the Billionaire Boys Club. It's like, hey, I need a ticket on the floor, and hey, anything you need. But see, that's the problem. When I grew up going to New York Ranger games at the Garden in the 80s, and I got to tell you, the atmosphere back then was extremely blue collar. Guys were smoking cigars inside like the building. And now those kind of people can't afford to get into the game. So you've got this really upper crust kind of crowd. And yeah, it was good, but I expected more. And I guess I was foolish because I thought maybe the you know what I think, Tony? I think the real Knicks fans are outside the building. Those are the people, they can't get in. They can't get in. And last night they were banished from there so the Prez could come in and do his thing. But it the whole vibe, like Tony said, was turned around last night. All right, but I promise you Giants first. So let's go Giants. Then we'll go into the Knicks, and then I want to do some bookmarks too, team. But
okay,
yeah.
The Giants thing really, really, really ticked me off because I'm sitting there thinking Logan Webb throwing just a freaking gem, dude. And I loved that they brought him out for the 8th inning. If this like just off the injury thing was a big thing, then I don't think they would have brought him out for the 8th. I get he's just off the IL. I get all that, but dude, march him out there in the 9th. What if he throws 3 pitches and gets 3 outs?
Especially when he's getting guys out. Like,
Dude,
why
because
disrupt
Logan
that?
Webb, but Paulie, I didn't mean to cut you off. I really apologize.
No, stop, dude. You're good. You're good.
But Logan Webb is the essence of pitching to contact. He gets people to put the ball in play. So put him out there. And then if he gets a runner on, then take him out. But he deserves to try and throw a complete game. I think he was at 95 pitches at the end of 8 innings. I hate the move, especially when you don't have a bullpen, you don't have a bona fide closer, and then you bring out Keaton Winn, who's the guy's just taxed to no end, and that's your move, is to bring him out there. So that kind of a game, and I think I said this to you on text, is that kind of a game is probably where Logan Webb's like, you know what? And I saw Pine Needle on the chat earlier, says Logan Webb loves the Giants. Logan Webb loves the Bay Area. Logan Webb loves the entire organization.
He's a California kid,
Right,
of course he wants to be home. Yeah.
But Logan Webb also wants to freaking win.
I know.
Right?
I know.
And dude, he deserves to win.
Let me ask you this, Tony. How old is Logan Webb right now? Honestly,
Ooh.
I'm not sure, because it's getting to the point in his career, to your point that you just made, where I think like you could easily say he's probably halfway through his career right now. Like how many seasons does he have under his belt, or how old is he to you?
Logan Webb is 29 years old.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
29. And dude, in pitcher years,
I know.
It's not, he's not getting any younger, let's just say. So
Right.
the guy, we're so lucky to have him. Okay. All right. He made his debut in 2019, in August of 2019. Okay. So we've been so lucky to have Logan Webb, but it's gotten to the point where, and we say we don't want to blame a certain somebody. We don't want to blame
Tony.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Tony.
Well, Tony, shout out Howard Jones. No one is to blame,
dude. Nice. No,
which is a good track, by the way. I endorse it. I endorse that track.
I freaking love that.
You
that
can
track.
look at the swimming pool, Tony, but you can't jump in, or whatever he's saying.
You can look at the menu, but you just can't eat.
100%. Me and
Okay.
I got Jones's back on that. Yes.
You can feel the punishment, but you can't take the heat.
Something like that. Sure.
You can dip your foot in the pool, but you can't have a swim.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. You can take the punishment, but you can't take the sin, something like that. But Paulie, back to Logan Webb. I feel like that might have been the straw that broke the camel's back last night. And I'd say you can blame
in terms of what, T?
About him wanting to request a trade.
Yeah.
Right, like, and you can blame Vitello for last night, because you could have said this guy is on one.
Well, let me get the magic wand out. Hold on, Tony, just to break this up here. Hold on. Question for you, and this is, I think, where I kind of want to dig into today. Apparently, when they had the mound visit, Logan Webb, or this might have happened in the dugout, I guess, after the 8th, that Logan Webb, Vitello asked Logan Webb, how are you feeling? Are you ready to go? Are you good to go? And Logan Webb apparently said to Vitello, I'm going to let you make that decision. Now,
dude, first of all, Paulie, I'm going to cut you off right freaking there. You're never going to get a pitcher unless it's early in the game, right? But if he's you're never going to get a pitcher that's going to be fully honest with you about how he feels, especially a major leaguer who, doesn't want to get taken out of the freaking game. That is not Webb's job to decide whether or not, like, sure, he could have said, yeah, I want this. Give me the ball.
That's the thing, though. But don't most of the time, doesn't the pitcher say, no, I'm good. This is my game. I got this. Like, he kind of deferred and said, you decide.
Well, because do your job.
Who?
Like, as the coaching staff. Like,
okay.
But also and as soon as I say that, I say, don't do your job, because the choice they made, I don't agree with. You put Logan Webb in that position, then it's like you're trying to take the heat off of yourself.
It's funny you say this, Tony, and I'm sorry to barge in, but 49er Red Zone is essentially saying the same thing. He goes, that was Logan Webb's way of saying it's your job to make that call.
Exactly, dude. Yeah. And it's like, you are the pitching coach. You have been around this game a lot longer than I have, supposedly. You make the call. Like,
Kruko used to say, you got to look into the pitcher's eyes, and you'll get your answer right there. Does he want this next inning, or is he gassed? And I don't know if Vitello did that. I don't know how he made the decision, but you disregard that. So you're saying, like, forget about what Webb said. It's about Vitello making that call. Is that your stance on that?
Yeah. And I'm saying, and I'm also saying that read the room, man. The guy is throwing a great game. At least give him the opportunity to throw a quick inning in the ninth and get a complete game victory.
I don't disagree. I totally agree with you. I would prefer to have seen Webb come out and finish that game because he ended the eighth inning throwing some nasty dude. He wasn't like he was diminished.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he had hitters off balance in the eighth inning, dude.
Yeah,
so it's like throw him back out there. I especially when your bullpen has crapped the bed.
Let's be honest, the bullpen is dog ass.
Yeah.
Period. End of story. I'm sorry. The bullpen stinks. It's time to get that out there. And again, dude, BC Buster, this is where I scratch my head with Buster Posey. He knows, dude. He knows you're not going anywhere in today's baseball, in today's MLB, if you don't have a decent, capable bullpen. And the Giant bullpen is a freaking – I've had it with this bullpen. I'm telling you, I've had it. I can't take it.
Yeah, dude, and it's so especially another reason why if you don't have faith in your bullpen and you don't even know who to go to, so you go to a guy who's just been overused, and it showed in his outing. He beamed a batter in the ninth inning, dude. Like that.
Creative Tony, I'm sorry, but Stevie B is dropping comic gold left, right, and center. For starters, I want to backtrack and give you some love on a riff you had about 10 minutes ago. I saw it, didn't have a chance to get to it. We were talking. When we were talking about Carlos De La Fuente, Tony, I said, hey, Carlos loves 21-12 by Rush, by the way. Stevie B immediately typed up, yeah, that's going to be the next time the Giants make the playoffs, 21-12. Great call right there. And then this one, he goes, Stevie B, let's rebrand the Giants bullpen. It is now known as the bullshit pen. I bet Stevie B's hot today. Well, Stevie B's all pissed off about the Knicks, and we're going to get there.
We'll get there in a second, but Paulie, stand by.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
If you want to do
time. I like that, like how whispery he says that. Business time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, Paulie, if you want to focus on a positive, Stevie Groschel is a super, and he is focusing on a positive from the game. He says the 2 bunts in a row gave me a baseball chubby.
Yeah, nice.
Then watching our bullpen made it go away.
Great text. Great comment. That was worth it, man. It scared it away. Yeah, it's like a little bird in the woods. You scared it away. It flew away.
In the pool.
Totally. He's like waving his head. I was in the pool. Yeah, like shaking. Yeah. Costanza, dude. He goes, and then Elaine goes, what do you mean it shrinks? And he goes, and Jerry's like a frightened turtle. Yeah, like a frightened turtle, dude.
It was great to see Larry David last night. I know he's a real fan.
Well, he was sitting next to your boy Bobby Kraft. They were boys.
No, he was 2 seats away. He was 2 seats away. In fairness, 2 seats away. He had a buffer.
The whole vibe last night pissed me off. And Creative Tony, I know we're hop skipping back and forth here, but credit to Creative Tony. This kid quietly makes calls. You got to pay attention for him. But Tony said this. He told us yesterday. And Tony, look at this. Where's my notes? Right here in parentheses. Tony called it. See that? Tony, I wrote this down during the game because you did. You said the Spurs are going to win tonight. Spurs. Yeah. And the freaking home team has not won a game yet in this series. It's crazy.
Wild, man. Yeah. And dude, all of a sudden the pressure shifts to the Knicks.
Dude, we got a series now, buddy. Game 4 tomorrow.
And dude, the Spurs see blood in the water, man. They are like circling. They're just like, you know what?
They should feel very confident right now. They went into New York and shut the Garden up and got a win. That was huge, man.
And dude, those youngsters, man, Harper.
Castle's a freaking. I got to tell you, he won me over during the OKC series, and he's 21, dude. The kid's 21.
What's Wemby? Wemby's 20 or 21?
22.
Right?
22.
Like they're
Watch out. How the Warriors going to deal with these jackholes? How are we going to beat these guys? You know what I mean? Yeah.
I know you got the Warriors in like their late 30s, then you got the Spurs rolling in their young 20s, dude. Jesus. By the way, Paulie, I got to do a New Year's resolution in June. Paulie, Stevie B is a super. He says cheapest 99.
What's your resolution?
No, it was to get to the supers when they happen.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, yeah, New Year's resolution in June, halfway through the year. Let's get to it. Okay, good. Sorry, go ahead. Read this one. What is it?
He goes, cheapest 1999 MSG Finals tickets, $50.
Yeah.
2026, $5,500. Vile. And Stevie B couldn't agree with you more.
And 5,500 is on the cheap. Well, it's the cheapest seat, I guess, as Stevie B outlined here. Yeah, because I saw some prices last night. I saw like $57,000 for one seat. Imagine paying all that money, you go and then the Knicks lose. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, that was kind of a waste, you know?
It's just stupid.
But it is stupid. It's even if you have the money, it's the principle. Like, really, dude, I got to pay $60,000 to go see a basketball game. Cut the crap. But that's the problem.
Exactly, Paulie. Cut the crap. And also, Knicks fans after the game also cut the crap, dude. With all the violence, man. Cut
I wouldn't know that I even call those people Knicks fans. I'd call those people like thugs.
Well, they had Knicks gear on. They had Knicks gear on. So
horrible. You know, if you guys haven't seen what Tony's talking about, there were like, now again, it's probably not a smart idea to wear Spurs gear, but I'm not endorsing a beating like that. There were Spurs fans walking around New York City last night that literally got attacked by mobs of New Yorkers and like attacked, like beaten. Like it was brutal. I hate seeing that kind of stuff because nobody deserves that. I mean, but at the same time, dude, throw a windbreaker on. Like I wouldn't be rocking a Tim Duncan jersey, but that doesn't mean.
But the beauty of sports, Paulie, is that you should be able to rep your team, right? And you should be able to. You should be able to
learn these lessons. Like, look at what happened at Dodger Stadium. Like,
I know, but that's no excuse, man. This is no excuse. Like, there's a kid. Actually, the family who got me this kimono, they are from LA. They are Dodger fans. And when I drafted their kid the first year, didn't know the kid. I just was like, this is a cool little kid. I saw him at the tryouts. He shows up wearing Dodgers gear, and some of his teammates were like, "Dude, boo!" And I'm like, guys, cut the crap.
Well, that's fine. So I got no problem with the guy.
Hold on. My point is, I said, guys, he's repping his team. He's from Los Angeles. That's his team. If you moved down to LA, I'd want you to wear Giants gear to your little league practice. Okay, so cut the crap. And I feel like fans should be able to wear their team's gear and be able to walk out of a venue.
You're not wrong. I mean, the problem is you're not wrong. Nothing you're saying is wrong, but you're assuming that the rest of the population has that same kind of reasonable mentality that you have. And that's not the case. You got some dumbass people out there who are liquored up, among other things. God only knows what's pumping through their veins. But Tony's, again, the mistake you're making is you're assuming people are as smart as you are, and they're not. They're just not. There's Ken Kesey, great quote. Write this down so you never forget this. Ken Kesey said this. He goes, and I believe this is true. He goes, in any given situation, there will always be more dumb people than smart people. Yeah. And I have always remembered that, and it's true, and I think it applies here. Tony's not wrong, but the problem is there are a lot of people out there that are stupid, and they see, oh, let's go beat this guy's ass. Why? Well, he's wearing a Tim Duncan jersey. Really? That's it? You want to go fight this guy? You don't even know him. So it's
you made me think of a Breakfast Club. Stupid.
Yeah. Stupid, crazy, good for nothing. Go make me a chicken pot pie. Or turkey pot pie. Yeah. Go make me a turkey pot pie.
Paulie, so of course you're right. It just really makes me sad. And so
it sucks. It's a horrible look for New York City. Horrible look.
But also, who knows? It happens everywhere, unfortunately. Yeah. But maybe it's time. Robot Centaur had the suggestion of the penalty box for flopping. Maybe it's time to ban alcohol at sporting events and only sell grass.
Too much. Now you're talking,
only
dude.
Sell grass and
now
edibles.
You're talking. And just to make sure the athletes aren't affected, we'll go edibles. We can go drinks. There's so many ways. Lollipops. Yes. Cannabis only. Dude, sign me up. I'm in. I'm in.
Dude, you could play this over the loudspeaker.
Herb is a plant.
Right? And then one more time, you can follow it up with
herbs are good for everything.
Because I'm telling you, I swear to God, I used to get into this argument with people. I'm like, you know what? When you go to concerts where there's like booze is the main thing,
you'll see a few fist fights. Sure. Right. Sure.
The main thing enjoyed, you'll see fist fights, you'll see anger. When you go to like a hippie show where other things are ingested, the last thing you're gonna see is any sort of violence.
You're going to see a lot of hugging. You're going to see a lot of laughing. You might see like hippies making out with each other. They can't wait to get back to the hotel. They start making out there. It's a love fest. I agree. Right. Cannabis lends itself to love making, Tony, whereas alcohol lends itself to fighting. Well, the problem with that is they'll never stop selling alcohol at games because it makes too much money. They do way too much money involved. Go ask the people at 3rd and King, or we're charging what, $26 a beer, right?
Well, like flip that, and say, you know what? Here's an 8-pack of dog walkers. Go to your seat and enjoy.
I listen. I've taken matters into my own hands for years. I just bring my own ganja into the games with me. Don't tell anybody.
Or edibles, dude. Just bring a little, just.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I might bring a few gummies. Yeah.
Just chill everybody out.
I have an idea. I just got an idea for a new cannabis product. Somebody get to work. Maybe John Joseph. I know you're involved in some stuff. How about this? You know how like when you buy, because there's so many varieties now of edibles, like lollipops, gummies, chocolate bars, cookies. There's all kinds of stuff. They have drinks. What if you made like a, like Tony, when you buy hot chocolate, it comes in like a little packet. What if you could like tear the packet, but it was like cannabis infused hot chocolate, and you dump it in there? I'd drink a cup of that right now.
100%. I'm just saying, all of this violence is there's a good chance it's alcohol fueled, is what I'm saying. And
I agree. No, you're not wrong. Again, riffs aside, Tony's right. The essence of what Tony's saying is correct. Yes.
So so we're gonna get the penalty box for flopping, and we're gonna get weed booths, edible booths inside all arenas. Okay.
You know who's a big and also just to make sure we're doing our job properly, Tony, and I do want to finish the Giant thing, and then I want to go NBA foot to the floor.
Well, we just did a bunch of NBA. I just lastly, Paulie, I didn't get to my Steve Groschel brought up the 2 bunts last night, and
I'm sorry, the 2 what?
The back-to-back bunts that the Giants pulled off.
Bunts. Okay, yeah.
I also was given a baseball chubby, Steve Groschel, because that was what I love to freaking see. And also,
that's baseball. They're actually playing baseball. Yeah.
Tip of the cap to Jung-Hoo Lee, dude, who is seeing the ball. 4 for 5 last night. That guy he's
dialed in right now.
As dialed in as I've seen a player in a long, long time. And Matt Chapman is seeing it well too right now too, man. We gotta give Chapman his props because we've been hard on him, dude, but he has turned it around. His last 20, 21 games, he's been seeing the ball very well, man. So I'm happy for Chappie, but Adamas, you gotta stop striking out, dude. Okay. The guy. Anyways, okay. I'll stay to the positive.
I've kind of had a love-hate thing with Adamas this year too.
Yeah.
He's pissed. He's bugging me with some of the things he does. He's chatting up guys on the field. He doesn't know what the freaking score is, how many outs there are. So, you might want to get your head in the game. All right, Tony, you know whose head is in the game at all times? He was also a cannabis enthusiast. His name is Tom Stack. Stack, he's out here in the East Bay doing the Lord's work, doing all the heavy lifting. He is a broker with Coldwell Banker Realty. You know him, you love him. He was on the show last week talking Springsteen. The ladies love Tom Stack. I think ladies might call Tom Stack, not because they want to buy a house, just because they want to be with Tom. Yeah, Tom, show me some houses just so they can hang with him. And I don't blame you. I like Tom too, and I agree. He's a handsome dude. He is 20 years in the real estate game. If you've noticed that, all of our sponsors have that one kind of common denominator, is that they all have a lot of experience. And that's why we bring these people into the audience and say, like, hey, you can trust these guys. They know what they're doing. Tom Stack, also born and bred in the Bay Area. He's got rock and roll stories. He was on stage with Joe Walsh at the freaking Winterland in the 70s. He's got all kinds of amazing stories. SI, St. Ignatius, just like Creative Tony and Bonnie and Dr. Young's son, runs deep in the PNP community, the SI threads. Yep. He is also, if you find this interesting, if you're a deadhead like Stevie B, myself, Bonnie, there's a few of us out here. He founded Club Dead, that whole line of merchandising. That's this dude right here. He invented and created all that stuff. And once the Grateful Dead retired, he moved into a legitimate gig with real estate with Coldwell Banker. So he is a realtor now, and he has taken that same energy and passion and good vibe and good attitude, and he applies it to selling homes now. So when it's time to think about buying a house, I keep going to Stevie B on this. I'm not trying to pressure you, but I'm just saying, you're going to have a baby soon. You're going to need a bigger place. talk to Tom Stack. You give him a call, you tell him what your needs are, and let him go to work for you, man. Watch what happens. He'll get you in a home lickety freaking split. 925-878-9964. Tom.stack at cbnorcal.com. Tony, couple things about Tom. When you're buying a house, it is overwhelming. It can be overwhelming if you don't have the right people around you. And mine was stressful. I gotta be honest, when I bought my house, it was not an easy thing. It went on for weeks looking at houses. That one sucks. I don't like that one. I don't like this one. And they kept showing me houses I didn't want to see. You know what I mean? And I was like a rookie. I didn't know how to handle myself. I probably got bullied around a little bit when I look back at that. And next time it's going to be different. So you need the proper guidance. You need the kind of professional assistance and not heavy-handed. You need a guy who's looking out for you, not himself, and that's Tom. He's going to treat you like a rock star. No strong-arming tactics. No, buy this house. This is the right. He's going to make sure it's within your budget and you are making a decision that's not going to hurt you. It's going to help you. Tom Stack will put you in the right home, Creative Tony, as you know.
Dude, I got to give this testimonial a run, Paulie. It's a little bit longer, but bear with me, people. It is the essence of Tom Stack in this testimonial. And again, I want to just say that his main hub is the La Miranda corridor, which is Lafayette, Moraga, Orinda. Shout out Garrett Dillon. What's up, Garrett Dillon? I saw Garrett over the weekend at my dear friend Joe. You know Joe's son Michael graduating high school. It was over in Danville. But I just want to say that the La Miranda corridor, Lafayette, Moraga, Orinda is where Tom focuses most of his energy, but he also does Walnut Creek. He does the Greater East Bay. He goes Oakland. He goes Martinez. He goes Concord, Pleasant Hill. All these places. This is a testimonial from Walnut Creek. This is from Aria and Curtis in Walnut Creek. It's tough to compress all of the positive things I have to say about Tom into a single review.
Nice.
He is an absolute dynamo whose energy and experience made purchasing a home in an extremely competitive market an empowering experience. At the conclusion of our very first call, Tom confidently told my wife and I to go ahead and prepare for getting the keys to our new home. I could tell from his tone that he was completely serious. Naturally, I had my doubts given the nature of the Bay Area real estate market. It also became clear that he had no interest in just putting us in the first home available for the sake of closing a deal. Tom approached the process through an objective, critical lens with a vision for what a home would bring years, if not decades, into the future. Normally, such a selective approach in a highly competitive market would have seemed unproductive. Tom, however, dedicates a tremendous amount of time and attention to analyzing disclosures and seeing prospective homes. I think he basically outworks the market to maintain and support his high standards. He was also instrumental in connecting us with lenders who maintain the same level of professionalism and attentiveness. It's abundantly clear Tom is held in high regard by his peers in the real estate industry. Given the important role relationships play in the home buying process, this seemed to be a major benefit in making the process more transparent and allowing us to be as competitive as possible when making offers. Obviously, these efforts were successful at completing the purchase of our first home, but what made that accomplishment feel even better is that we felt like we were in control and ended up with the home we truly wanted based on Tom's advice and guidance through the process. That's from Aria and Curtis in Walnut Creek, and it just speaks volumes to Tom Stack. Thank you, everybody. It's a longer testimonial, but just the essence of Tom Stack, I thought.
Thank you, Tony. And thank you, Tom Stack, man. Long may you wave. Tom's a great guy. Give him a shout and let him go to work for you. You will not regret it. You will thank us and you will thank him. All right, Tony, back to your San Francisco Giants for a second. So I want to go a tiny bit deeper on your because I kind of agree with you. I feel the same thing, but a little bit more on Logan Webb, you think wanting out of San Francisco.
I don't. Well, it's like we have to be careful how we phrase it. He doesn't want to get out of San Francisco because this is his home.
He wants to win, though. He wants to play on a team who has a chance.
He's not getting any younger. He's like the Mother Nature is undefeated, right? Father Time undefeated. He knows, and he just came off the IL, and that was probably a major reality check for him, being on the IL, and a lot of time to think about how much time he has left on the diamond and on the rubber on the mound. So it's like he's thinking, and it's like a loss last night when you are up 3-1 and you are throwing a gem and you are under 100 pitches at 95 pitches. Don't ask me what do you want to do? Be the head coach, be the pitching coach, be the pitching staff, and take command of the situation. Don't ask me. Don't put it on me. And so do your job, coaching staff, number one. And number two, it's a no-brainer. Webby, you're dealing. we're putting you back out there to start the 9th. If anything happens, we'll yank you, but you're starting the 9th. Let's go get 3 outs and 3 pitches, or 3 outs and 8 pitches.
And let's get this win. Let's go grab this win.
We don't have a bullpen. We don't have a rested bullpen. Like it just irks me to no end what happened last night, man. Last night was such a microcosm of this season.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And so it's just, it really irks me. And if I'm Logan Webb, this morning I'm waking up and I'm calling Buster and saying, you know what? I think it's time we look for me to go play for a contender, you know? And it's like, how can you blame him? You know?
Yeah. It's by the way, speaking of I see on the board again, like John Joseph, New York Yankees, here he comes. It's funny that the Yankees always come up when you talk about like a big name pitcher like Logan Webb and where he might
right now, Paulie, if Logan Webb comes to Yankees, I am on the bandwagon.
I would love to see Logan Webb pitching in the Bronx in the fall. It would be incredible. There's no atmosphere like that. I mean, Yankee Stadium is Yankee Stadium.
I just want to see him pitching in the fall somewhere. Like put him on the freaking Rays or the Blue Jays or something. Like, I don't know. Anywhere to see him pitching in the fall in October, and whoever gets him is going to be so lucky. Like, I'm already preparing for him to be gone because.
I am too. And Lily brings up a very good point that no one's mentioned yet today. By the way, kids, the same exact thing happened on Saturday in Chicago. Same thing. Same exact freaking thing. So how many times is he going to go through this? And ultimately, I hate to use the word waste, but like he's not like his career will be this kind of footnote if he stays in San Francisco playing on these sub 500 teams. And he's this great talent. And he deserves much, much better than he's getting in San Francisco. So it's just food for thought. Like Tony said, this is not set in stone. There's no guarantee. Yeah. It's just kind of a feeling we have. Right. We've seen this kind of thing happen before. And a lot of times when you get a pitcher who's this frustrated and this good, a lot of times a change of scenery is maybe inevitable. I mean, honestly. And you could probably get something for Logan Webb right now, too, to help your own team. You know, like if you're going to deal them and get something in return that's going to help. So, all right, that's and they'll go get after it again tonight. 6:45 first pitch. I think it's Hauser tonight. Is Hauser going tonight?
Is it Hauser tonight?
I think so. Yeah,
I think it is Hauser tonight. But Paulie, before the season started, you and I talked about the possible offensive lineups that they should put together, and we both talked about how Arise should lead off and Jung-Hoo Lee should bat second. And then we haven't seen that combination, I don't think, yet this season. I would love, because those guys, Jung-Hoo Lee is the second highest batting average in Major League Baseball with Arise right behind him. I would love to see Arise leading off, Jung-Hoo Lee batting second, not only because they're the two hottest hitters in baseball, or with the Giants for sure. But because when you bat them first and second, they are guaranteed to get the most at bats in the entire lineup. When you bat them first and second. So I would love to see that. And I liked seeing Eldridge at first last night, by the way. So I'm glad that Vitello watches our show because
thank you, Tony. How you doing today, buddy? And I agree. Eldridge at first is what I think we all want. And Rags, thank you, by the way. Rags getting pissed off because not enough people are hitting the like button. Thank you for enforcing that, Rags. Hit the freaking like button. What else do we have to tell people, Tony? Subscribe. That would help us.
Like and subscribe, but also a biggie for the algorithms, according to people who are deeper into it than we are.
Yeah.
If you comment on any of our shows or any of our videos,
tell me to go jump in a lake if you want to, but comment to write something. Yeah.
It can say, Tony, pull your head out of your ass. Logan Webb staying a Giant. Okay, fine. Got it. But just comment. The comments help the algorithm.
You could just send a comment that just says Takashi, and that's it. That could be the whole comment. Or send another one that just says Lamar Latrell. Done. That's
it could just be like, I don't know, hashtag Spicoli.
I like that. I like that. All right, Tony, without further delay, it's time to talk about Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Couple quick things. Sure. Mikey Brown, downtown Mikey effing Brown, who I love. I mean, we had great experiences with Mike Brown when he was in Golden State, and he's a two-time NBA Coach of the Year. He's done a tremendous job with the New York Knicks. The thing is, though, is after the game, Tony, he got in front of the mics and he went nuts. He went nuts on the refs. And a lot of people are criticizing that. But on the other hand, is Mike Brown sly like a fox? I think so, because what he's done is he has forced that to become a talking point. He has forced people to consider, the Spurs shot 24 free throws in the second half. The Knicks shot 8. That kind of disparity cannot stand. I mean, they're going to have to even that out a little bit. So you might not like Mike Brown bitching and moaning about the refs, but I think there's a method to that madness. So People are going to be a little more focused on that. Now, I would say this about the San Antonio Spurs. They played that. First of all, it was a great game. Even if you got no dog in the fight, it was a great game. Nip and tuck the whole way. Fighters just throwing hands, exchanging punches. Wemby, and we talked about Castle earlier today. They both played great.
And Harper, and Harper. Don't sleep on Harper, too.
Harper. Dude, this rookie, I mean, he's going to be like the confidence that kid has as a rookie. Damn. He's going to be a real
Fox too, Paulie. De'Aaron Fox, I love watching that kid play too, man. He is
De'Aaron Fox he's a killer. He's a freaking killer, man. He can take the game into his hands if he needs to. He hit some big shots last night also. I thought their coaching staff did a great job. And it's funny, I started thinking about Madison Square Garden, and maybe it isn't quite the Garden that I grew up knowing anymore because there's just too much money. There's just too much money. But the point I want to make, Tony, is there are certain people that have rolled into the Garden and they're impervious to the Garden and the crowd, and they don't care. They thrive on it. Michael Jordan, Reggie Miller, Steph Curry. Steph Curry loves lighting up the Garden. Yep. And I think that the Spurs might have some of that in them. I don't think that they were fazed in the least by the Garden. I thought the crowd might have an effect on the game. I don't think it did at all. When I look at the big picture, yeah, it got loud a couple of times, but it's not like the viciousness. You used to hear stuff. Oh my God, the chants I heard in the crowd when I was growing up there was crazy. And I think it's a lot more civilized now. And again, it's because people are paying $30,000 for a ticket. You're not going to get a real fan like that. You got a lot of businessmen entertaining clients and stuff like that. So the vibe, in my mind, was a little disappointing. And for the Knicks, Tony, last thing real quick.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns, dude, you got to show up early. And Brunson has not had a great quietly. He has not had a great series because he's hitting 25, 30 points a game, but he's missing a lot of shots. And last night, I felt like he got hung up. He turned the ball over a few times, Jalen Brunson, and he wasn't involving his team enough. I think he has to facilitate more. Tony, go ahead. I know you got something.
This didn't hurt. They didn't help themselves starting the fourth quarter. What were they? 0 for 9 in the.
They didn't hit a shot for like 3 minutes or something.
Behind the arc from 3-point land.
Yeah,
so they weren't hitting those shots either. The Anunoby, by the way, that kid. Anunoby, that 3 he hit in the corner.
Monster. See, I would have gotten him more involved instead of Brunson trying to do everything. Get Anunoby involved in more. Get Josh Hart involved in more. He was hitting shots early. So even Bridges, let Bridges get involved. I mean, it was too much Brunson last night for me.
You talk about the vibe inside the Garden too, and I read this online. I forget who said it. I wish I could give props to it, but they were saying that the fan base, the Knicks fans might also have been fatigued because of how early they had to get into the venue because of all the crap outside.
That is legit. They had to wait 3 hours. They had to stand
probably doing a lot of this, you know, and by the time, and it was a longer game with, some reviews and a lot of timeouts. And of course, then you have the TV timeouts. It was a long experience for the fans, right? So I think come fourth quarter, and by the way, I was waiting for the Spurs to collapse in the fourth quarter at the end. I was just waiting for it to happen. I'm like, here we go.
Well, that's been the blueprint. The Spurs go up early, they get a double-digit lead, Knicks storm back, and they almost did. They came close. Like that game could have gone either way, but De'Aaron Fox hit the shot, that sealed the game. But again, I have to say too, it would have been nice if the Knicks had a few free throw attempts, and they didn't. The Spurs got them. I think that has to even out a little bit. You can't.
You know what's an interesting call, Paulie, that I thought was definitely not going to get overturned was when Wemby made the 3 and they said that Anunoby was pushed. No, not Anunoby. Somebody, I forget who was pushed
into Wemby.
Wemby. And I was like, there's no way they're going to overturn this because it looked like his hand was on his back, but it didn't look like he was forcibly pushing him. And they overturned it. I'm like, wow, they overturned that. That's a big ass call because that was a 4-point play. That would have been if Wemby makes the free throw, it would have been a 4-point play. They take the 3 off the board, and then next thing you know, we're still in business. But the officiating, I mean, I could see it, but I could also see the Spurs fans being like, there's a lot of contact not called on the Knicks either. But the proof's in the pudding with the free throws, which you will probably even up in game 4.
I mean, it should. Let's keep it fair. I thought when Wemby grabbed Brunson by the back of the head and essentially threw him on the ground, and there was no call on that. That was like, whoa!
But did you see Brunson holding on like for Wemby's jersey before that? Like, so it's it's both, man. And if you, I don't know, I like to watch Wemby isolated a lot, like off ball. It's a lot like Curry, man, where they are hugging him.
Oh yeah, no, you have to. Yeah,
place.
they lock him up, and see. But that's the thing. I said this in the OKC series, and I believe this to be true because I've been watching all these games throughout the entire postseason. I believe Wemby does not like physicality. I don't think he likes getting bumped around. So what they did, and this was smart, they took him off Karl Anthony Towns last night, and they let him kind of roam around the perimeter more, so there was less contact. But if I'm the New York Knicks, I'm coming out in game 4. I'm throwing elbows at Wemby. I'm putting my knee in his chest. I'm doing everything I can to make him uncomfortable. And I think the Knicks kind of let their foot off the gas in that regard last night. They were not physical enough with Wembanyama, and he and his teammates were the more physical. They brought the fight to New York, and they won the game.
Hey,
Tony,
Paulie,
yes.
real quick, Paulie, I feel like, and let's have some fun with this because I feel all the pressure is on the Knicks now. I really do. They're at home. If they do not win game 4 and the series ties up 2 going back to San Antonio, my goodness, does this series get crazy interesting, dude. Because
you know what's crazy to me? In a way, Tony, I agree with you. And in a very bizarre way, I almost feel like game 4 is more important to the Knicks than game 5. I really do. I think tomorrow night is almost a must win for the Knicks. And I know they have a 2-1 lead. It's weird that I'm saying that, but it's just this feeling I have. Because
there was a momentum shift last night.
And by the way, somebody has to prove that they can win on their own court at some point. Like a home team's got to win. You know who wins on his home court all the time?
Not yet, Paulie, not yet. Give me your favorite song with the word pressure in it, Paulie.
First thing that comes to the top of my head, and I do love this track, ZZ Top, Got Me Under Pressure.
Oh, I didn't see that coming. Okay, yeah. I thought you were going to say Under Pressure, Bowie, and
easy. It's too obvious. Okay. Too obvious. And the ZZ Top.
I thought you were going to say Pressure by Billy Joel, your guy.
Pressure. I don't need that at all. Don't need it.
How about this? Can I give you freaking Toots into My Towels pressure drop?
100%. Can I give you Keith Richards with Toots into My Towels doing pressure drop? I got it on vinyl.
Dude, Stevie Groschel just posted it. That boy. Don Peralta, a lot of pressure. Young Tony. So, dude, yes, pressure drop, pressure, under pressure. The pressure is on the Knicks, man, and it's gonna again. I could care less about either of these teams. I do like Mike Brown, but I could care less about either of these teams. And I am so
I care. I want the Knicks to win a title. I really do. In my freaking
series, my point is, probably I'm so invested in this series, and I'm not a fan of either team. You know what I mean? I know you have more New York history in your under your belt. But it's just like I'm loving this series, and I'm so glad the Spurs won last night. Sorry, Stevie B, but I'm glad they won last night to make it more of a series. That's all.
Couple things real quick. Rags, Rush, Grace Under Pressure. Great call. And I'll give you, this one is for you, Rags. I know you're a big Kinks fan, and no one's going to know this except me and Rags, but the Kinks, Pressure. I got pressure. Great track. All right, Tony, the pressure of Dr. Matt Young. There is none. You go see Dr. Matt Young. It's a pressure-free experience. He sits you down. He goes, dude, you chill. You let me do my thing. We're going to get your teeth all polished up and feeling lickety-split and good. He is Dr. Matt Young. He reps Young Dental in San Francisco. Thank you. Back in the mouth. Tony, after we get out of the mouth, I want to do a couple of bookmarks. Then we can break. But there's like Knicks relevant stuff in there I want to get to today. Right after Dr. Young. Go to Dr. Young, ask him if he likes the finals, who he's rooting for. I'd be curious. He's probably going Knicks because he's a Buffalo upstate New York guy, so he's probably going Knicks. But in any case, Dr. Young is a big sports fan. He loves talking about the Giants and the 49ers and stuff. I don't know if I've talked a lot of hoop with him, but you can bring it up and see what happens. The work that he does is outstanding. Whether you're going for a cleaning or you need like a real significant procedure, just keep this in mind. If you do need a procedure and you've been told you need implants or implant restoration, he's the guy. He is the guy, not only in the Bay Area, but in the entire country. He is the president of the American Academy of Implant Dentistry. He lectures around the country to the conference rooms filled with other dentists. He is the leader in that field. If you don't believe me, you can ask Creative Tony. You can ask Escobar Cheeks III. You can ask Don Peralta. You can ask me. You can ask, listen, Dr. Young is a gangster, okay? He's a gangster in the best possible way. When it comes to your dental coverage, he pretty much accepts all the biggest and major insurance companies. Don't anticipate you'll have any problem there. But get away from this dentist you're with now who's giving you a hard time and you're not comfortable. Why live like that? You don't have to live like that. Go with a dentist who's going to embrace you for who you are. Like, believe me, Dr. Young knows I'm a weirdo, okay? He knows I'm a freaking weirdo, and he lets me run with it. He embraces my weirdness, and I love him for that. So get on down to Dr. Young with his 25 years of experience, 490 Post Street. Give him a call, set up your appointment with Joyce or the incredibly helpful staff at Young Dental. It's 415-392-8611, 415-392-8611. Tony, don't believe me. Check any of the thousands of positive reviews he's got on Yelp and everywhere else. So people love Dr. Young.
Dude, over 1,500 5-star reviews on Google. Over 1,500 5-star reviews, Paulie. The proof is in the pudding. Call up my son. Call up my daughter. Call up Megan. They all go to Dr. Young now. He is now their dentist. And he took Megan's insurance, which is not, I forget the name of the company, but it wasn't like your typical insurance, and because Dr. Young and the Young Dental SF Group take most insurances, number one, which is huge because we all have to deal with that pain in the ass of healthcare. And then second of all, the experience once you're there, it is an actual enjoyable experience. I say it every time, and it's not just lip service. It really is. Nobody looks forward to going to the dentist ever. Now I look forward to going to see Dr. Young. I look forward to seeing the staff, and I look forward to the chill vibe of putting on the headphones and just chilling out. And I might just tell Dr. Young this time, can you just find songs with the word chill in the title?
EPMD, you got to chill.
You got to chill. How about, I think it's Johnny Gill, Let's Chill. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Right. Yeah. So that was a nice R&B track back in the 80s or early 90s, I think it was. I think it was Johnny Gill, or was it Guy? Might have been Guy. Anyways, Dr. Young, and they're there for you 6 days a week, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I highly recommend making a day of it in San Francisco and get to Dr. Young in the morning, then just cruise around town all day, and then go to Longbridge Pizza for lunch or dinner, and you're stoked. That's
John Joseph wants to know if we can ask Dr. Young if he has Venom. Welcome to Hell. Dr. Young, do you have any Venom back there? Could you just bring me a Welcome to Hell? And you don't have that? How about Slayer, Rain and Blood? You got that? Yeah. You know what though? Don't sleep on it, John. He might just pull it out. He might.
Yeah. And also, I would love to know what Dr. Young feels about Logan Webb and last night's game, because Dr. Young is a baseball head, just like Paulie and I, just like Dan Cochamilio, just like Carlos De La Fuente, a lot of the PNP Familia, and I would love to know his take because his son plays baseball for SI, freshman baseball, and I heard he had a lot of fun this season, and they have a very good team, by the way, Paulie. The future is bright for Wildcat baseball, by the way. The freshman team is very good. Anyways, so back to the point, make the dentist enjoyable, make it fun, turn it into a positive. Give them a call, 415-392-8611 or info@youngdentalsf.com if you want to email them, Paulie.
Thank you so much, Dr. Young, and thank you, Tony. All right, final moments of the show today, and we'll be back tomorrow night. We should probably address this real quick too. Sure. I want to do a couple of bookmarks and then we'll get out of here, but tomorrow night, I assume, is going to be the same model. We'll jump on as soon as the Knicks game ends. As soon as game 4 of the NBA Finals ends, we'll jump on. So if it runs late, just know that we're coming, and we'll be on as soon as the game ends. All right, Tony.
I'll be at Longbridge Pizza tomorrow because I'm going to the Giants game with my Little League All-Star team, with Dom's Little League All-Star team, and then after the game, we're going to Longbridge Pizza for a post-game meal, and then I'm going to stay there.
Watch the game at Longbridge. We can watch on the flat screens. Yeah.
Boom. I'm going to watch the game at Longbridge. Then I'm going to go right upstairs to the LBP PNP studio and do the show from there. So I look forward to a great day at the Yard and then at Longbridge Pizza and then with all y'all for post Knicks Spurs game 4 night flight.
I would have joined you tomorrow, but I'm on the road to Los Angeles early on Thursday, so you'll have to take care of that one on your own. All right, Tony, let's go to bookmarks. I'm just saying, you'll have to hold it down. I'll be with you. Yeah.
Sorry, Paulie, before we go to bookmarks, a couple more supers, and these happened a while ago, so I apologize, Scarlet Fire, aka Bonnie. She goes, I got a color TV so I can see the Knicks play basketball. Hashtag Sugar Hill Gang. Damn, Bonnie.
I'm impressed, Bonnie.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass, man. A little Sugar Hill Gang, rock and roll. Very nice.
Freaking outstanding, Bonnie. And then also our main man, Robot Centaur.
We still talking Batman? Yeah.
We done talking Batman? Yeah. Don't forget the Bats. OG Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Robert Pattinson. Nicely done, Robot Centaur. So I'm kind of guessing that Robot Centaur is like a movie buff.
They're out there. These Batman people are out there. And by the way, the greatest thing about the Adam West, the TV series, is how homoerotic it is. And I'm not kidding. Just go back and watch it now as an adult. Yep. Hey, Robin, grab the bat pole. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, Robin, meet me in the bat cave. It's like, damn. It's all right out there in the open, folks. It's all coded. You go check it out now as an adult. It's very
snug. How about how snug the outfits are?
They're wearing tights, bro. They're wearing yellow tights with little slippers. I mean,
very
cape.
snug.
You know what I mean? It's capes. Yeah. All right, Tony. Bookmarks, my man. Bookmarks.
Dude, 1 year, Paulie, I was Batman for Halloween. I was in my 20s, and I had a full bodysuit Batman on, and it didn't have a zipper, dude. So I had to cut a hole down there so I could relieve myself on Halloween, because I was
wow, I had a hole down there. Wow,
Dude, I wasn't gonna hike up the whole leg so I could go. Right.
That would have been pretty funny though.
Yeah. All right, dude. So we're not gonna do the bookmarks open or anything. We're just gonna do.
We'll just do a couple.
Tomorrow night, let's play the bookmarks open in bed and get Joy Boy in the mix. But
and also, Tony, I want to replay the Lauren Gold interview tomorrow night from my head, because I'm going to see him on Thursday, and I want to reset the stage for Rush and all that. So we're going to replay the conversation, among other things. We'll do other things too, but I want to replay the Lauren Gold, a new keyboard player of Rush. We'll replay that piece tomorrow night too, as I'm getting into my Rush mode.
I absolutely want to do that, Paulie. So stand by. We're going to get into bookmarks, and let's start with Sons of Johnny LeMaster. Our guy, Sons of Johnny LeMaster, Paulie. This is the first thing I see in bookmarks. You want to address it?
I'll set this up. So Sons of Johnny Lee, you see him in the board once in a while. He kind of comes and goes at his own leisure, because he literally travels the world. He sees Pearl Jam and Hungry and stuff like that. And he was at the Rush opening night on Sunday. He's going again tonight. So I asked him on Twitter today, I said, yo, Sons, what was the high point of night one? And Tony, if you can read what he wrote, I was pretty impressed with what he wrote here.
He says, seeing Annika, a lot of pressure on her. It is an unenviable challenge to replace one of the most respected and beloved drummers in rock history. But if fire could be packaged, it would be, is it Anika Niles or Annika? Is
Anika, I think it's pronounced Anika. I believe it's Anika Niles. Yeah.
Anika Niles. So he says, but if fire could be packaged, it would be Anika Niles. That's very well said.
That's a great answer. I didn't see that coming. So thank you for that, Sons. I asked and he gave a good, I thought he was going to say watching him play Tom Sawyer or something. Instead, he talked about the new drummer, and I'm very curious to see her play too. All the thing I know, Tony, is Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson aren't going to put someone behind that drum set who doesn't know what they're doing. I trust those guys that they made the right call, because they wouldn't bring somebody up on stage who didn't know what they were doing. But thank you, Sons. That was a good one. I appreciated that.
Yeah, but he's right though. Like talking about being put into a position, the hot seat, right? And
this is just comedy, just for your head to ease some of the strain. They got Logan Webb fitting in with Pulp Fiction right now. Jack Rabbit Slims. I just thought because everyone's so pissed off, but it works pretty well.
It's pretty good.
Say la vie, say the old folks. It goes to show you never can tell. Yeah. Okay, with Carmen with the little rabbit paws thing she's doing there.
And by the way, I got to compliment the stash, the Logan Webb stash. I couldn't be a bigger fan of the Logan Webb stash.
You got to give it up though. It really does fit in with what they're doing right there. The hip swivel.
Oh, totally. No, it fits right in, man. Right in. Oh, we didn't talk about Brunson's hairy shoulders, Paulie. We got to talk about that.
We got time tomorrow. And this is, Nick Turturro, the return of Nick Turturro. Here he is. It's a rare take where he's not talking about the Yankees, because pretty much everything he posts is Yankee related. Now he's going in on the Knicks, and I agree with everything he says here, Tony. Go ahead.
Yeah, here we go. Stand by and make sure the volume's up. Okay, here we go.
Fucking Knicks had their chances tonight, couldn't make the basket, and they don't put no fucking bodies on this guy Wemby. Crush this guy, push him, fucking pound this guy if they're gonna beat this Jolly Green Giant. fuck? You let him back in the series now.
He's right, though. The essence of what he's saying is right. You got to knock this guy around. He was way too comfortable last night. Stevie B, I need you to call some muscle in here. You got to get some of that Nick muscle. Just send somebody in there with the purpose of fouling hard. There they are, wanding Wemby. You believe this? Look at this. This is what it's come to. This is the NBA Finals, and they're making these kind of security precautions to the players. I mean, that's a little excessive to me. The guy's got a job to do, for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the vibe was not there last night, man. It was not there last night.
No, I agree, Tony.
Yeah. So
Dave, you're not kidding. Sorry about the 8 million F-bombs. I think I cursed a couple times today too. This is just to show that what it was like outside the Garden. Look at this mess.
Yeah, this is.
This is like, and again, no disrespect to the cops, they're doing their job, but bro, we're just trying to get inside to go to a game. I mean, this is insanity. Look at this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, talk about a vibe killer. How are you gonna? You know what I mean? How's Paulie Mack gonna have a little pre-show puff when I got to deal with this? I'm kidding. Everybody relax. But that is the perimeter of Madison Square Garden. You see the Garden right there on the right. Look at that, Tony.
Yeah. Oh, look at the Garden. God bless America. I love that building. Oh, Jesus.
I know, but look, this is not exactly conducive to a vibe for a basketball game, you know?
No, totally, dude. By the way, I saw the Oyster Bar. Is that the Blue Oyster Bar from a Police Academy?
You just passed O'Brien's too. Every time, if I had to walk past this line of cops, I guarantee every single one of them would be staring at me like, look at this guy. This guy's up to something. They would definitely know by the look in my eye, like somebody better pat this jackass down. Yeah. Not because I'm going to hurt anybody, by the way. Don't misunderstand. I'm just talking. I probably got a couple of pieces of grass on me. That's all.
Yeah. Well, if they start selling it inside MSG, then it's a different story. Okay.
Tony's onto something. Here's more footage. Yeah, with the fences, dude. Look at the fences. You see the fence going up?
Yeah.
Look at it, dude.
Think of all of the time and energy that was put on. Jesus Christ, man.
It doesn't help.
No. And that would be me. I would be the one getting my car towed.
Nice. Shout out to Creative Tony and Paulie Mack.
You there, buddy? Sorry.
Shout out to Tony and Paulie having lunch at Hunan in Chinatown. I parked in an illegal spot. We came out after the meal. My car was gone. It was gone. And I said, my first thought was, dude, somebody stole my car. And Tony goes, nah, dude, you got towed. Remember that day we had to go over to the thing and get my car out of there? Yeah. It turned into like a 3 or 4 hour lunch, but they did. I've had my car towed. It sucks. You ever had your car towed, Tony?
Absolutely, man. Then you got to go to the big lot underneath
and you got to pay for it. You got to buy your way out, man. It's not cheap either. It's a few $100.
Oh, it's brutal. It's probably more than that now, Paulie. I'm sure it's a lot more. I'm proud to say I haven't got my car towed, but like I remember, I had a ton of parking tickets in college when I transferred to USF and I was living in San Francisco. I was like, oh God, I ended up telling the city, just take the car.
Just take it. It's yours. Yeah. It's yours now. It's like in Seinfeld when Jerry gets out of the car, he throws the keys in the car. He's like, go ahead. He's like, and they're like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm abandoning it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, dude, City Tow. That was the name of the freaking yard you had to go to. City freaking Tow.
Hi, City Tow. Do you have a Ford, a Jeep over there? Yeah. I think that's mine. Yeah. All right. Creative Tony. Well, listen, dude, fun show today. We had to get through some negativity with the Giants, and if you're a Knicks fan, I know it's not an easy morning for you, but the sun will rise, and there's another game to be played tonight. And for the Knicks, Spurs, they'll do it again tomorrow. Any feelings yet, Tony, on Game 4? Because we won't be live until post game. So you were right about Game 3. Make a call about Game 4. I don't care. I can take it. Whatever you got. Let the truth ring out through all the majestic mountaintops.
I really don't know. I think it could go down to final possession. Like, I really think it's gonna be that tight of a game.
I think it's a dogfight. Yeah.
Yeah. The Spurs now know that they can do it.
Yep.
Right. And now they know how to do it. Just can they execute again is the question. So I can't wait. It's gonna be a great game, but I just don't know. Like, oh my God, man! Like, Wemby played very inspired basketball last night, I thought. And yes, there was some interesting whistles. There might be some interesting whistles again on Wednesday.
I think it's going to be a much tighter game. They're probably going to tighten up to the point of the absurd. Like you slap a guy on the wrist, there's going to be a whistle, you know?
And the vibe will be different because of there won't be the temporary fencing around the garden, and there won't be, like you said, the entire New York militia outside of the garden, basically, and police force.
Militia.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, so it'll be a different vibe as well too. And I don't know, it'll be great for us to come on right afterwards at the night flight because we'll have a lot to talk about too. So it'll be a lot of fun.
All right, Tony. Well, I appreciate that. I kind of am with Tony on this. I can't make a call because I don't have a feeling yet. I just don't know. I think it could go either way. I really do. I think it could go either way. And the rest of this series is shaping up to be a lot of fun. So let's enjoy game 4. Hauser, come on, man. Doogie Hauser, MD. Give me a win tonight for the love of God. Jake from the Hum Daddies, real quick. You're quoting Hemingway, and only because I'm excited to go see Rush in 2 days. Let me refer you to the Rush song called Losing It. It's on Signals, where they quote Hemingway extensively. It's about a writer who's losing his abilities. And he goes, he stares out the kitchen door where the sun will rise no more. It's all about Hemingway. Yeah, go check it out. It's a good track, Losing It. All right, Tony, we've done all we can do. I don't know what else we can possibly offer today. So you have a great Tuesday. Y'all have a great Tuesday. It is Roby Tuesday. Yeah, Jake, check it out. You'll like it. I'm telling you, it's a good song. And Creative Tony, that's all I got today. So thank you. Dom. Thank you, Pine Needle. Thank you, John Joseph and Jake and Sweet Mad Hatter and Rags and Los D and Don Peralta. We love all you guys. Noemi, Ray Goodman, Robot Centaur, Stevie B with the kid on the way. We love all of y'all. Stenson, you're in there too. Creative Tony, take us home, my brother.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
You got the touch. You got the power.
So say good night to the bad guy.
Pelican fly. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, good for you.
And there we go, Paulie.
Business out.
There we go.
Awesome, Tony. I love the drone on the way out. I do. I love that. That's a great way to end the show. A lot of fun today, you guys. Great seeing us. Yeah, please hit the like button, make a comment, do something. You know what I mean? It's going to help us in the long run. So, Creative Tony, have a great Tuesday. Any coaching on your menu today? What's going on with Tony? I don't even know where you're going to be. What are you doing?
No, I think Dom and I are just going to go take some BP up at our Arguello Park, and but no practices. We had a practice yesterday, a scrimmage on Thursday, and then we'll take it from there, Paulie. But I also want to thank Tom Stack. I want to thank the Young Dental SF Group. I want to thank Carlos De La Fuente and the new Barrett Financial promotion, lateral move promotion. I don't know what you want to call it, but they just got a great dude in Carlos De La Fuente. And then also want to thank Bocce Chris, because the guy is helping our show tremendously behind the scenes, and he wants no love, no mention of his company, no mention. He just says, I want to help the show. So Bocce Chris, we love you, brother. Thank you for the help as well. And that's all I got, Paulie. Go. That's all I got. Hauser.
That's all I got too, Creative Tony. So enjoy. You're not talking Arguello Park up here in the city, are you?
No. Our name of our park right here in San Carlos, Arguello.
I can't tell you the amount of hours I've spent over at Rossi Park on Arguello, like weeks of my life with my kids. And when I was a kid, that's where I played Little League when I was a kid, at Rossi Park. All right. Anyway, you guys have a great Tuesday. Arguello Market, Wavy Davy. Hell yes, dude. The home of the world famous turkey sandwich. I have that on a sweatshirt. The Arguello Market. Don't sleep. Tony, you've had their Sangies, the rock solid.
Roasted turkey sandwiches are second to none.
Yeah, see, Wavy Davy knows. Good man. All right, you guys have a great Tuesday. We love all of you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the night flight. Cheers, y'all.
Peace, y'all.